a gift, is something so small, so invaluable. And who knew that it would come from something like a struggle? Because once you've tried to overcome the struggle, you reveal a gift that nothing and nobody can take away from you. There is a struggle that affects us today in America, and it's called PTSD. And due to the fact that of suggestion, I'm going to refer to it as PTS, post-traumatic stress, because I don't believe that it is a disorder, but it is a struggle. I'm also going to ask you today to think of a face of somebody that you know serves in the military. They could be a vet, they could be retired, they could have served back in the Cold War, they could have served in Vietnam, but I'm going to ask you to think of that face so much that you can see it. You can see them in your head. There was a study and poll taken just recently from the VA of Afghanistan and Iraq war, where over 800,000 vets who admit that they have PTS say that they have contemplated suicide. That is 800,000 vets. That's almost 800,000 casualties. And because of the awareness that's coming up for 22 a day, are taking their lives. And I hate to tell you this, but new statistics have shown up that that poll was only taken from 21 states out of the country. And that wasn't the most popular out of all the states for military population. They missed California, they missed Arizona, they missed Texas, North Carolina, where a lot of these vets are stationed. So unfortunately, 22 might still be low a day. And so I ask, is that face that you were thinking of, is that part of the 800,000 who have thought, or is that part of the 22 who've decided? We say that we support our troops, and I don't know at what point as a country that we've decided that taking their benefits, reducing their pay, and then placing them on wait lists, some as long as 2 years to get help. They can't walk into the doctors like you and I. But we've accepted as a country that this is okay for them. It's not. A story of James Jenkins, a 23-year-old, wanted to go to college, but he didn't come from a well-to-do family. But the best answer was military. They'll pay for my college. Right out of high school, he went. He went for training in military, went to college, and at 20, he was called to go into service. He was called to answer the call for 9/11. He was awarded the honor and Medal of Valor for his extraordinary bravery. During a combat, he went ahead of his team to make sure that they would be okay while they were under fire, and he took all the fire. He was awarded a medal for that. But when he came back home, PTS was still scarier than that. He went to the VA like others and was turned away. Where some may get medications, he didn't get anything. He called his mother and said, "I love you with all my heart and soul, but the military is going to get in contact with you." And she said, "Why? Why are you telling me this?" And he's like, "I have nightmares. I can't deal with what I dealt with. I can't live with myself. And I'm going to take my life." The mother called the VA. 2 days later, she's holding her 23-year-old child in her arms for the last time before they take him off life support. 23 years old, she turns around after 7 hours of holding him to see the nurse is crying because this happens all the time. This is not acceptable for America. This is not acceptable for our vets who give their lives for us so we don't have to fight. James Jenkins shouldn't have died because we couldn't give him the help that he deserved. But I'm here to tell you there's hope. There is hope. And the doctors may want to give you prescriptions if you're in the VA with PTS, but there's programs. Something started by Jake Clark. He was a 2-time vet, first in the Army, then in the National Guard. he started a program called Save a Warrior, where they use holistic methods, not the type of methods where they give you medications for mental illness when PTS is considered a brain injury. That's like going to the doctor for a broken leg and then they give you Prozac because they want you to feel better. That's not right. But they reach in and they deal with what's broken inside, not what's broken up here, because nothing's broken up here. As Jake Clark says, they train you to go to battle, they train you to kill, but they don't train you to come back home. How to deal with all the loss of your brothers that you made on the field, the loss of your sisters in combat. They don't train you how to deal with that. Well, Save a Warrior does that. And since 2012, when the program was initiated, they have not lost one returning vet who's gone through the How Long program, 5.5 days. 5.5-day program for Save a Warrior. And what I'm asking from you is to spread the word and spread the awareness, not just about Save a Warrior, but that our vets need to be treated better. And if you stand up and you stand with Jake Clark, you will be able to reveal the gift of that struggle, which is our military. They are our vets, the ones that are risking their lives on a daily basis for us. But if you decide that you don't want to be part of the answer, this is 22 a day. And this is what we continue to do if we stay in silence and don't even just say they deserve better.